Welcome back, everyone, to the Lonely Basement. We had a great day today. We went to the Fishkill Card Show. Wasn't originally planned, as some things are, but looking for something to do this morning. I had the little one here, and I said, you know what, let me see what's going on, if there's anything local. I really wasn't looking, and we needed something to do. We talked about going to a flea market, but it's kind of a far drive, kind of cold out. And I noticed Fishkill was today. So I said, let's take a ride. Our local card show. I don't bring the little one to a ton of card shows, not bigger card shows, but once in a while we'll go to the little one. We'll take the little one to the little shows, and he'll kind of get his feet wet in the card show experience. And Fishkill is perfect for that. So we have some pickups from Fishkill. Mike was there, the promoter. Mike, great guy, great dealer. Said hi, and hi, Mike, if you're watching. And there was a lot of vintage again, guys. And I've mentioned this before, and I know Sammy talked about it on his channel. When I first started going to Fishkill, and Sammy was there, and Tony, he's a big raw vintage dealer. Like, he's got a lot of raw vintage. It was him on one side of the room, Sammy back to back with him on the other side, and then it'd be all shiny stuff. The whole rest of the room, a lot of shiny stuff, a lot of wax, shiny stuff, wax. And this is only going back, less than 2 years ago or so. And now, guys, it's vintage all over the place. There's still a few modern guys, but a lot of the modern guys, when you go to the bigger shows are starting to be 50-50, 60-40, and more. And a lot of the littler shows are like 80-20. I've heard modern dealers talk about, or who are selling vintage now, talk about how they switched. They're like, yeah, I got out of this like a year ago. If you look at sports card YouTube influencers, a lot of them are pumping vintage, talking about vintage, showing, 1980 Topps cards, when they didn't know what a 1980 Topps card was a while back, 6 months ago, maybe. But anyway, I digress. We have pickups. I like to, if you've noticed, when I go to smaller shows, I like to kind of rummage around and find some stuff to fill holes and smaller stuff. If I find something big that hits me in the face, I might think about it. But today was no different. We got a lot of smaller stuff to fill holes in our team set collecting. So, and the little one got away with a few cards too, believe it or not. So the first dealer we went to actually lives right by me, which I did not know. I met him today, and I'm forgetting his name. But he lives right down the road from where I grew up, where my mom is. So it was interesting. We were talking. He saw my sweatshirt. I had a Little League thing on it. He's like, oh, yeah, I grew up right here. And he's like, oh my God, I'm right down the road. So it was interesting. So maybe I got a little hometown discount today. But from this dealer, he had a lot of nice vintage Yankee stuff, a lot of, kind of picking through boxes and going through some stuff he had. And I'll see what we got. We picked up this beautiful 1964 Whitey Ford pitching coach, P coach. Still can't explain that to me. I think he went 23 and something the year before. 24-7 in 63. And then they relegated him to P coach for 1964. All this I bundled together. I'll go over that. But if you look, it is scratched off. So there you go. So this is priced, I think it's labeled at 15. But I got a very nice deal on this. It is rubbed, but that doesn't bother me none. That is a nice condition Whitey Ford, 1964. We did not have that, so there we go. Same dealer. We picked up a 77 Reggie. Beautiful 77 Reggie. I like buying this kind of stuff raw, guys. Just buying these kind of cards. Save the slabs for the 50s, all right? 77 Reggie. Nice 78 rookie card, apparently, which is not. 78 Randolph. I needed this. There's only like 2 78s I didn't have. I thought I had all the 78s, and then I when I went through and made the book, I was like, oh, I'm missing 1 or 2. So I didn't have a 78 Randolph. I love this card. It's a great picture, and he looks fierce, and everybody loves him. The All-Star from 78. They're just great. So there you go. And this we have, but this is an upgrade. My 76 Pinell, I don't know if I mentioned it before or not, but my 76 Pinell is literally like an old school beater card. It's like creased and I have the 76 complete, my team run, but this is on the list to upgrade, so I finally picked that up. I saw it sitting there, so that's the perfect time to upgrade that. And we found some 52s. We dig deeper into the 52s, and we found a Frank Shea. It's a nice card, pretty well centered. He's got a little something on his face. 52 Topps common, I'm not complaining. We have a Jerry Coleman. Jerry's got a little print line up there. Jerry's more of a minor star, but that is a nice 52 Jerry Coleman. And we got the Bob Guzava. And again, and if you look at all three of these, they're pretty well centered. They're nice and bright, good color. If you look at the centering on them, top to bottom, left to right, they were pretty solid. So he had these marked, I have the top loaders. These were marked on the backs, 40, 40, 25. The whitey was 15. So I got this whole stack. I looked at him. I made him an offer. He said, "What are you thinking?" I looked through them all. I said 90. He said, "That's a fair deal." So I got all these for 90. I think it's a good deal. I kind of had these around the 20 range. The Jerry's a little higher, but it does have the print mark, so I think I got a good deal there. So for 90 bucks, I think that's a good pile. Next dealer, this guy here. This guy had a lot of Yankees, a lot of duplicates, a lot of like Mattingly Munson stuff. Not too much, not a ton of stuff I needed specifically, but this was just a very well-centered 85 Mattingly. I have a few 85 Mattinglys, but this one just popped on me. It was just really, these are a little annoying to get centered, and this is probably a little better than the ones I have. So for $5, this is labeled at $5. I picked that up. That's how you know it's $5. I picked up a 79 Munson. Nice shape. Beautiful 79 Thurman. $5. And from that same dealer, we picked up a Aaron Judge card. I was labeled at $8 for the little one. He wanted it. He pulled it out. It was the Topps Now 60 home run card. And we were looking at a dollar box. There's all these Aaron Judges. And we go to another table. And, of course, the one he wants is like $8 in here. So I don't even have that card. Come on. So he's got his Topps Now 60 home run card tucked away in his box at home. And I purchased this bad boy, $5. I think we got the whole thing for 20, so it was 5, 5, 5, and 8, so we got a couple bucks off. So this card's been on my radar. I almost bought it a couple times. I just never pulled the trigger. It is a Blockbuster video, and I've never seen it in the wild, and since it was right in my face, I had to buy it instead of just buying it on eBay. But this is in a fancy case, guys. But this is the Blockbuster video. It's open. Yankee Stadium hollow. Ooh. The true Yankee Stadium. Well, not the original true one. Let's move that. But that's just cool. I saw these on eBay a while ago. I actually made a guy an offer on one, like just trying to get it like a little cheaper, and kind of fell off the radar. Forgot about it. And then I saw this guy had one for $5. They go for like $3, $4, $5. So that is a good deal. Beautiful picture of the stadium. Somehow, the Yankee Stadium has been moved to Manhattan because there is the skyline of Manhattan, which is not behind Yankee Stadium. But all right, we'll take it. So that's cool. That is a 90 something, I forget. Here we go. This is out for a different reason you'll see soon, but 94 hologram. Blockbuster video from the video store. And the last pile we got, I wouldn't have bought any of these cards probably, but this guy has a bunch of dollar boxes, you know, cheap stuff, junk wax, you know, cheaper modern stuff. And the little one was pulling out a bunch of Phillies cards, and he likes the Phillies because he was on the Phillies in Little League. I've mentioned it. I'm trying to stop that. His favorite player is Aaron Judge. Guy said, "Who's your favorite player?" He said Aaron Judge. I was like, all right, at least he didn't say Philly. But he still likes to buy Phillies cards, and he went through my monster boxes recently, and I gave him a big stack of Phillies cards from like 81 tops, 82, like all the Phillies were pulling them out. So he found a bunch of shiny, sparkly things, which are not here. That went home with him. But he wanted them, and I was like, well, if I'm going to have to bundle something up, I might as well. I'm not going to pay like full price for like 3, 4, 5 cards. So let me find a stack. So I started going through and finding some Yankees. So this is a Piniella traded. We have multiple Piniella tradeds, but it was in the stack. Why not? I might have this set. I don't even know. The 88 rookies, Al Leiter rookie from the Donruss rookies. There's a rookies up there. I know it's 88. I should look one of these days. I found a beautiful 90 Kevin Moss. I may have this card. I don't know. I don't have a lot of 90 upper deck laying around, but it's possible. Then we found a Willie Randolph 81 Donruss, which I know I do not have in there. And then I found these three, which were interesting to me as a Yankee Team Stack collector. These are Score Heroes and Pinstripes. They're just cool cards. That's a Randy Velarde. There was a Donnie Baseball, which I did not have, I believe. I did not own this card, nor did I know about it until just now. It just says card number 2, Heroes and Pinstripes, 1990. I have that score set for the National of Yankee cards. These are different. So I'm not sure what these are. I have to look it up. I have to figure out what's in here. But I do have the Donnie now, so the rest of it might not necessarily be super necessary. But then I also found a Billy Martin. And you know I love my Billy Martin in the basement. So this card says a tribute. So I said, that's a cool card. I got to get that. So I threw it in the pile. If there were more of these, I would have probably grabbed them. But we bundled it all together with the cards he wanted. The guy gave me a good deal. Gave me $5. It was probably like, if there were dollar boxes, and some of the cards are not worth $1. Nobody's paying $1 for that. But he gave me the whole stack for $5. I think it was like 12 cards. So, 50 cents a card. Some of them overpaid, some of them underpaid. That's fine. But this card, Billy Martin Tribute. A tribute. So I flipped it over. And I'm going to use this because in order to light me, I'm not lighted here. So I need a little extra help in the darkness. This is what it says. Billy Martin, a Yankee forever. May 16th, 1928, December 25th, 1989. If you don't know the story, Billy Martin and his son-in-law went out drinking. Billy was in the running to possibly be rehired as the manager of the Yankees. George was considering it. It was very well documented. It was in the papers. He might be bringing Billy back again, like for the 6th time. And Christmas Day, they hit the bar. Son-in-law was driving on the way back in Billy's truck, and they went off the road in a ditch and did not come out of the car. So this is what this says. It's a tribute to Billy Martin, right? When Billy died in a crash of his pickup truck on Christmas Day at age of 61, he left behind a legacy of winning. They wrote it right on the card. Right on the card. I thought that was an interesting way to start a card off. Here's another one, another tidbit. As a player, Billy did not have a lot of natural talent. All right. But he succeeded in the major leagues on sheer determination and his tremendous will to win, which is all true. He was a tenacious player. He made himself what he was. And people do forget, if you look through here, what do we got? He had 12 hits and the MVP in 53 World Series, which we know about. But I never realized his batting average in the World Series was .333. Now, that one series had a lot to do with it, but .333. .333 in the World Series. And he played for the Yankees for 7 years, and they won the AL pennant every single year he played. Till they traded him because he was a bad influence on Mickey Mantle. Perhaps it was the other way around. Never know. 2 little things I pulled out of here. Here you go, Billy Ball game. I pulled these two out, and I said I'm buying them. They were in that dollar box, and I don't even know. I don't know. I bought this. It is a Ken Griffey Jr., somebody, Cal Ripken, and that is Tony Gwynn stand-up. You know, they go like this. I just saw it. I said, I'm throwing it in my pile. Because I have never owned one of these. And I said, I got to at least have one, but maybe I should have bought two so I can stand them up. But that's just cool. Griffey in a bargain bin. I don't know who that is. I looked. Piazza's in this set. That does not look like the other half of Piazza because he's like catching, unless it looks like a left-handed hitter. I don't know. Eric Karros is in the set. That does not look like the other half of Eric Karros' card. When I looked at it, I said, maybe it's Eric Karros because the time frame and he's left-handed hitter, and he made the set. But I don't know. I'm not sure who that is. And on the back, that's Ripken. And that is half of Tony Gwynn. Tony liked to get his backside in these cards, didn't he? So I picked that up in that bin, and I picked up, maybe because I influenced myself, it's just a cool card. 1990 score, Bo Jackson, All-Star Game MVP. That is a great card. That's just a great baseball card. So that'll go into my junk wax star pile. Look at that. Make a better card than that, Topps. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, Fanatics. Glove right there. Wonder who that is. So that's what I got, guys. We had a great day. We picked up some baseball cards. Mike mentioned he's going to be at Philly, so that's cool. I will see Mike down at Philly. Philly's coming up, so we are pinching the pennies now after today. Until then, we do have a few eBay pickups coming in. I did have some thoughts on that Rizzuto I bought. Why not? Just in general, I was looking at what I paid and the tax and shipping, and I just feel like anything over like $50, $100, because I do go to a lot of shows, and I have, you know, I live in a location, I have the ability to go to shows because, you know, I have the time, and I can make my own schedule and take certain weekends off. I really feel like I need to lay off the eBay with anything, because I'm paying, on a $200 card, you're paying 8% sales tax in New York, and then shipping. Maybe you get free shipping on some of the bigger cards, but I think the tax is bugging me. So that's what I got, guys. It is a beautiful cold day here in New York in the basement, and I'm going to go fry some fish, and I'm going to watch John Mangini on a live stream. So you all have a great night. We'll see you soon, and have a good one.